Here, set up.
All right.
Hold on, come on. No, we live.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. That's all praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai. For the world genuinely calls Jesus Christ. All right. You're the Hebrew Israelites coming out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society known as America, and to teach deliverance to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, or the Israelites according to the Bible. So, matter of fact, give me Proverbs 24, because we're supposed to be fervent out here, week in, week out, day in, day out, doing the work. All right, whether it be, hitting the highways and byways, brothers making videos, all that. That's what we're supposed to do. So we coming out here week in and week out so we can do what? Let you Negroes and Latinos get so you Negroes and Latinos can get the truth through the Bible. That's right. So give me Proverbs 24.
God, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 4. The sluggard.
The what?
The sluggard.
The what?
The sluggard.
The sluggard. What's a sluggard? Someone who is lazy. Which our people are very lazy. They're so quick to go and follow to do every other thing except worship the Most High God. Right? They're not lazy to go to the damn club. They're not lazy to go smoke a blunt, but they're lazy to worship the Most High God. Go ahead.
It says,
no discretion.
The sluggard will not plow by reason of the code.
He'll do what?
The sluggard will not plow by the reason of the code.
Yeah, so someone who's lazy will not go and do the work because it's cold. It's cold as hell right now. Does that mean we're not going to do the work? No, because we're fervent. In season and out of season. Because we know, give me Revelation 12 and 12 real quick. All right, because we know this place is coming to an end soon. This place that y'all want to extol to the clouds, America, what you love so much, the United States, the United Snakes of America, Babylon the Great is going down. Thus saith the Holy Bible. This place is going to be wiped out with thermonuclear missiles. So give me Revelation 12 and 12.
This book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
It says what?
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
So the Bible pronounces woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Not peace, not love, not happiness. It says woe. What is woe? Mourning. So mourning is coming to the planet Earth. It's coming to America chiefly.
And of the sea. For the devil.
For who?
For the devil.
For who?
For the devil.
It says the devil. The devil is not some red man in the middle of the earth. The devil is a so-called white man. We see him every damn day. Go ahead.
For the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath.
For what?
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And that's why we're seeing wickedness increase in the latter days, in these last days. Why? Because Esau knows that his time is coming to an end. His time of being the #1 man on the planet Earth is coming to an end. America's time for being the greatest people on the planet Earth is coming to an end. Okay, all you heathens, starting with all you so-called white people, your time for being above the God's chosen people, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, is coming to an end. Thus says the Bible. Go ahead.
This book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word.
Do what?
Preach the word.
Do what?
Preach the word.
Now sit behind a computer.
Preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season.
See, we're instant, in season and out of season. No matter what time of the year it is, we're going to do the work of the Most High God. Right? Go ahead.
Reprove.
Do what?
Reprove. Rebuke.
And what are we doing?
Rebuke.
Rebuke. Who are we rebuking? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, because you're living so contrary to the laws of the Most High God. You need to be rebuked. You need to be taught true wisdom according to the Bible, not according to the wisdom of this world, right? Because the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High God. Go ahead.
Exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
They're not going to endure sound doctrine. Okay, that's what we see in these latter days. People bugging out, going over all kinds of false philosophies, false breakdowns, false interpretations. Go ahead.
But after their own lust.
After their own lust, go ahead.
Shall they heap to themselves teachers.
Yeah, not to the laws of the Bible, not to the truth of the Bible, to their own lust. They're going to twist the scriptures to fulfill the lust of their own flesh, their own wicked flesh. Go ahead.
I agree. Heirs.
Right.
And they shall turn away their ears from the truth.
From the what?
From the truth.
From the what?
From the truth.
They're going to turn away their ears from the truth. so that they can believe a lie. Go ahead.
And shall be turned unto fables.
Turn unto fables, all kind of vain and false philosophy. And that's what we see in these latter days. Our people bugging out, going on to things that are totally contrary to what the truth of the Bible actually states. Right? So matter of fact, give me Proverbs 4 and 2. Okay? Because it said, what? They would not endure sound doctrine. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 2.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 2. For I give you good doctrine.
I give you good doctrine. Go ahead.
Forsake you not my love.
So the doctrine of this Bible is the laws of the Most High God. That's what the doctrine is. So them going and twisting the laws to fit their own, lust is what our people are doing. All right. So you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you're God's chosen people. And if you don't repent, you're going to die in America.
That's right.
13:8. If you don't repent, you're going to die in America. That's what the Bible states. Because our women look how wicked our people are. Want to come out here. It's midnight. It's past midnight. It's almost 1 in the morning. Right? Want to barely wear anything. It's 50 degrees. But they'll get to the club no matter what.
Freezing outside.
Freezing outside. Not hardly wearing any damn thing. But they're going to do whatever they can and all their might to get to the damn club. They're going to put so much effort toward getting to the club, but they don't put any effort toward worshiping the Most High God. They don't put any effort into learning who the hell they are according to this Bible. Because they would rather, give me Isaiah 1. They would rather go to the club and learn who they are. They would rather call themselves African American or Afro American or black than what they really are according to this Bible. That's a problem with our people. Want to be everything except a child of God. So bring out what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
The what?
The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox knoweth his owner. The ox, a very simple animal. He knows his owner.
And the ass is master's crib. But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
Israel. Who is Israel? We so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the children of Israel. Go ahead.
But Israel does not know. Does not know.
They don't know. That's why if I ask any Hispanic, Native American, or so-called black men out here, who are you according to this Bible? You have no idea. Well, I'm a Gentile. I'm a Greek. I'm this. I'm that. That's not what you. I'm a Hamite. I'm black. I'm Negro. You're an Israelite according to this Bible. Nothing else. Go ahead.
It says, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider.
They don't even consider, they don't even care to know. That's the biggest problem with our people. Not only do they not know, because it's one thing if you don't know, right? But they don't even care to go and find that knowledge. They don't even care to go see, okay, who am I? Where do I come from? What do I need to do? Who is my God? Who are my people? Who is my enemy? Instead, we want to love everybody and call everybody our own people. When according to the Bible, according to common sense itself, the so-called white man is not your friend, he's your enemy. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we are all one people. We are all family. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 23. But this people,
But this people, who? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Go ahead.
But this people had a revolting and a rebellious heart.
Real quick. Just talk to the police. They showed me a picture of a white man. And this white man is making threats saying that he's gonna come to Deep Ellum and shoot it. Show you the nigga.
But I tell y'all what, come with that gun, without a gun.
That's right. You already know. All praise to the Lord. Yeah, all praise to the Lord.
Right? So read that again. Right? Because again, here we have the so-called white man who is the devil threatening to come to Deep Ellum and shoot everybody. Right? What's going on, sis? What's going on, sister? What's going on, sister? Right? Right? You see that? All praise the Most High. Because our people wake up and realize that the white man is the devil. The white man is the devil, as the book speaks of. Only the white man will go and threaten and murder people that have done nothing to him. Only the white man will go and make a holiday, call it Thanksgiving, when all Thanksgiving commemorates is the slaughter of God's chosen people, the tribe of Gad. That's what the white man does. That's why he has the unmitigated gall to come down here to Deep Ellum and threaten to murder people. So give me Genesis 27:40, because we read about in the Bible about this man Esau. We read in the Bible about the Edomites, about who we call the so-called white man today, right? Which is the Edomites according to the Bible. He's a murderer, he's a child molester, he's a rapist, he's all negative things you can come up with, all fit in one. Who is that? The so-called white man. You're the devil, as the Bible speaks. Right? You're not a child of God. You're not a nice person we should all come together with. You're the devil, and you must be destroyed.
That's right.
Because if the white man ain't destroyed, he's going to kill everybody else. Right. Look at all throughout the 4 corners of planet Earth. Wherever he went, what did he bring? Death, disease, plagues, famine. Let's just look at what he brought to America. Death. Central America, death, enslavement. South America, death, enslavement. Australia, death. What happened to the Aborigines? They all damn died, damn near. When he went into South Africa, killed them. North Africa, killed them. West Africa took them and put them on a cargo slave ship. So we can clearly see through history that all so-called white people do is enslave and kill people. We need to separate from them. So give me that Genesis 27.
God, this book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword.
And by thy what?
And by thy sword.
And by thy what?
And by thy sword.
And by thy sword. What is a sword? A sword is a mechanism used to kill people, right? Go ahead.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
So it said that there would be a people who would live by the sword. Now who can we identify that as today? What people go around the planet Earth living by the sword? White people, clearly. Right. So-called white people, Edomites, Caucasians. Go ahead. And shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass that thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Right? No, that's not on that. So give me some.
This book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry.
And they were what?
And the nations were angry.
Go ahead.
And thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged.
And that flyers, right?
And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets.
Yeah, that's who's going to get the reward. Okay, because guess what? The scriptures say, woe unto you rich, for you receive your consolation. You receive your reward. Who needs the reward? Blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. For the poorest people on the earth. Do you agree to that, my brother? Our people are poor, right? So we need a savior. We need someone to come save us, right? So according to this Bible, our savior is not a so-called white man. Our savior is a so-called black man who's got white woolly hair just like you, my brother. Right? You see that? Who's got a flyer? Flyers. Right? 1 second. So here's some information, King. Right? So according to the Bible, the real Jews are so-called black people.
Let's go.
That's right. I don't know. Everybody in this Bible is black and has woolly hair just like you. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them.
You should do what?
Destroy them.
You should do what?
Destroy them.
You should destroy them. Go ahead.
Which destroy the earth.
So who destroyed the earth? That begs the question. It said the Most High God is going to destroy those who destroy the earth. Hold that thing in Jeremiah 51 and 25. Okay? The Bible says those who destroy the earth need to be destroyed.
That's right.
Cancer, when you go to your radiologist, if you have cancer, what do? They say, okay, I know you have cancer, but let's wait and see what happens. Typically, they don't do that. They say, no, let's go get you your chemotherapy and eradicate the cancer, right?
Are we on camera?
Well, hold on, excuse me. Give us some space. Give us some space, please. Give us some space. Okay, thank you. Right? So when you go to your radiologist, they give you something called chemotherapy, and where they try to eradicate the cancer. Well, guess what? There is a cancer on the earth. He's known as a so-called white man. According to this Bible, he's the Edomite. So go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, I am against thee.
Most High is proclaiming what? That he's against something because he's not for everything. He's not all-inclusive. Go ahead.
Oh, destroying mountains.
Oh, what? Excuse me. Go ahead.
Oh, destroying mountains.
It says, oh, what?
Destroying mountains.
So the Bible says it's a destroying mountain. Is this a Mount St. Helens? Is this Mount Everest that's destroying other mountains? No. Mountains represent kingdoms.
That's right.
So what is this destroying kingdom? America, Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
Said Yahweh, which destroyed all the earth.
What?
Which destroys all the earth.
So Babylon destroyed all the earth. So what must happen to it? Pursuant to Revelation 11:18, it must be destroyed. According to the Bible, America must be destroyed. According to the Bible, the so-called white man must be brought down from the rulership position that he is in. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Americans must be brought back up high where they belong.
That's right.
Okay, because when the Bible clearly states, when those who are wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. Matter of fact, keep on, finish that.
And now I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks.
Right. So roll them down from the rocks. Give me Psalm 82:5. Right? That's what we're out here to do. To proclaim judgment to this wicked society, to uplift our people in hopes of our people repenting, returning to the law, statutes, and commandments so we can get the hell out of here, man. So we can be put back in a rightful position of power. I'm sick of being a slave. I'm sick of being subject to these people. I'm sick of these crackers being able to tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, why to do it, right? I'm sick of doing that. They're beneath me. If the white man, if we're equal to the white man, why does he have to put on sunscreen when he goes outside? Why do I get to just walk out freely and enjoy and bathe in the sun? He's got to go put on some damn ointment on him so he don't shed like the snake and serpent that he is. Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All the what?
Foundations of the earth are out of course.
The whole foundation of the earth is out of course. Everything is just totally out of pocket. There's no balance. It's totally out of order. Give me Job 10:22. Right? I'm sure brothers and sisters went to the Christian church and they read Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I bet you didn't realize you walk through the valley of the shadow of death every day being a black man in America.
Right. That's right.
I bet you didn't realize you walk through the valley of the shadow of death every day being a Hispanic or Native American man in America. Right? So bring out what you got.
This book of Job, chapter 10, verse 22. A land of darkness.
A land of what?
A land of darkness.
A land of what?
A land of darkness.
America, according to the Bible, is a land of darkness. Go ahead.
And darkness itself. And of the shadow of death.
Of the what?
And of the shadow of death.
Of the what?
Shadow of death. Without any order.
Without any what?
Without any order.
There's no order here. It's total darkness. It's deep. Right? It's just a sunken place. That's what America is. And those Negroes like that, they're in a sunken place. Mocking the prophets. They think it's a damn joke. It's not going to be a joke when all hell breaks loose, when martial law happens, and Esau got a gun to your damn head, man. It's not going to be a joke in these internment camps. You're going to say, damn, I wish I had listened to the prophets. Hold what you got. Give me Proverbs 20. No, it's not verse 20. Right? Bring that out. Bring that out. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Because we already know we're going to get mocked. Yahushua was mocked. And we're going to walk his walk. The servant's not greater than the master, so we're going to do the same things that he went through. And we're prepared for that. So go ahead.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Read it again.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long are you simple-minded Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans going to love simplicity? Are you going to bathe in your sin? You're going to just love being simple. Not loving the laws of the Most High God. Not loving his son. Not loving their name. Right? Not loving Yahweh, Yahushua. You want to love simplicity. So go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
They delight in their scorning. They love scorning. They love being a scoffer. They love making fun of the prophets. Go ahead.
And fools.
And what?
And fools.
And what?
And fools.
That's what these people are. They're fools. See, they look at us as fools, but the scripture say what? We are fools for Yahushua's sake.
That's right.
We suffer as fools for Yahushua's sake, for righteousness' sake. Okay? Because what? We go into the Bible, and they think we're a bunch of fools. But they don't even know who the hell they are. They're still calling each other black. You're a fool if you're calling yourself the same color as my pants. I have yet to see anybody the same color as my pants. So you're a fool, right? Go ahead.
It says, and fools hate knowledge.
Go ahead.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Keep going.
I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refuse.
Because I have what?
Because I have called and ye refuse.
See, we're out here, and what do we do? We're calling to our people. Right? The Most High God sent the watchmen out to call to the people to repent. Go ahead. But our people refused.
I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
And what?
And no man regarded.
So it's basically the Most High God called you, and you hit reject. You hit decline on God. So what's going to happen? When you call the Most High God in your day of trouble, in your time of distress, he's going, the same way you rejected him, he's going to reject you. Go ahead.
Right. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel.
You have set at naught all my counsel. All the counsel I tried to give to you, you set at naught. You disregarded it. But go ahead.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
Right.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
So God's going to laugh at your calamity because he called you and you ain't answer. He said, here's a way out. Reach into my arm. Do what I told you to do. But you ain't do it. So when the things he forewarned you about happen, he's going to laugh at you. Go ahead.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation.
When your fear comes as a desolation, go ahead.
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. when distress and anguish cometh upon you,
when all hell breaks loose and you're just in a terrible lowest state for refusing what the Most High God told you to do, go ahead.
then shall they call upon me.
They're going to call upon the Most High God. So they're not doing it now because they have liberty right now and they're abusing grace. But there's going to come a time that's not going to be happening no more. It's going to be all hell on the planet Earth, and you're going to be calling on the Most High God. The same God that you want to just throw under the damn rug. Every time something bad happens, you blame God. Every little thing happens in your life, you're so quick to blame God. But never ever thank Him when anything good happens. That same God, when all hell breaks loose, you're going to call Him, He's not going to answer. Because you never answered when He called you. Go ahead.
Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
But I will what?
But I will not answer.
But He's not going to answer. Give me 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. Go ahead.
This book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 28. Mockery and reproach.
Mockery and reproach
are from the proud.
Are from the what?
The proud.
The proud. The scripture said what? Pride goes before destruction. Go ahead.
But vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them.
But vengeance as a lion is going to lie in wait for them. You're proud, you have pride, you're going to die. The Most High God is going to kill you, man. He's going to avenge Himself of you. So give me 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. Because here we are calling out to our people to repent, to turn from their wicked ways, to seek the Most High God with all their heart, soul, and mind. And they refuse. But guess what? There's nothing new under the sun. The same way they refuse now, they refused all the way back then. In the same way they're going to keep refusing until ultimately 2/3 of our own people, Lord forbid we have that number, die here in America. Okay, so give me 2 Chronicles 36 and 16.
This book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36, verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of God.
They did what?
They mocked the messengers of the Most High.
They did what?
They mocked the messengers of the Most High.
See, our people mock the messengers of the Most High. The same way they mock the messengers of the Most High now. They think it's a joke. They think it's a game. They think it's funny. Seeing us on the street corners, laughing at us, thinking that all we're doing is preaching in vain. They mocking us, right? Go ahead.
And despise His word.
And did what?
And despise His word.
And our people despise the laws of the Most High God. Our people don't even know who the hell they are. Right? Go ahead.
And misuse His prophets.
And did what?
And misuse His prophets.
They're misusing the prophets. They've done it back then. They're doing it now. They did it to Yahushua. Go ahead.
Until the wrath of the Lord.
Until what?
The wrath of the Lord.
See, they were mocking the Most High God. They were mocking the prophets until the wrath of the Lord. Go ahead.
Arose against His people.
There it is right there. See, it was all fun and games until the Most High God sent that vengeance. It was all funny until, give me 2 Ezra 9 and 13. Right? It's all funny until someone gets poked in the eye. Right? It's all fun and games until someone loses a hand or foot, or someone loses their life. And that's what's coming to America, a whole lot of life loss. And it's going to be a lot of our people die. Most of our people in America, 66.6%, the 666, are going to die here in America, man. Okay? 2 Ezra 9 and 13.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and 13.
Well, who said 11? Yeah. Start at 11. That's the one.
Verse 11. And they that have loathed my law.
They have what?
Loathed my law.
To loathe means to hate, to disregard, to dislike. So those who dislike the laws of God, go ahead.
While they had yet liberty.
While they had yet liberty. How did they have liberty? Through the blood and suffering of Yahushua. Right. Not through this devil. This devil didn't give you liberty. This dude gave you, what was that president said, give me liberty or give me death? This white boy didn't give you liberty, or he gave you death. He gave you enslavement. He gave you his ass to kiss. Go ahead. Patrick Henry, sorry, he wasn't president. One of the founding fathers. Go ahead.
Right. And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open.
While you had a place of repentance open, you still despise the Most High God. You still refuse the reproof. Go ahead.
Understood not.
Understood not. They didn't understand nothing. Go ahead.
But despised it.
They despised it. Go ahead.
The same must know it after death.
They must know after what?
Death. By pain.
So you're gonna have to die a grievous death. Right? That's what's going to happen. The 2/3 of our people are going to die a grievous death for loathing the laws of God while they yet had liberty. While there was a time of repentance, while you had grace and you still despise it, you must die. Keep going.
Right. And therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. Whose the world is?
Who's the what?
Whose the world is?
Who the world is? The world is made for the righteous. Go ahead.
And for whom the world is created.
The world is created for the righteous. The world ain't created for you so-called white people, man.
Right.
Okay, you're the world. See, that's what the so-called white man thinks. He thinks he can go around destroying the planet because, oh, what? The planet was given to him. That's what he thinks. All right, because according to this Bible, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, the world was made for your sake. The world was made for the sake of the Israelites. Go ahead.
This is verse 14. Then answered I and said,
That's not that. Give me Proverbs 13 and 13. Okay, because it said, those who despise my word. What's going to happen to those who despise the word of the Most High God? What's going to happen to those who despise the Son of the Most High God? Because through the Son of the Most High God, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, you have liberty, you have grace. But if you despise that liberty and don't take a hold of that grace, right, you despise him, what's going to happen?
This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despises the word,
whoever despises the word of the Most High God
shall be destroyed.
Shall be what?
Destroyed.
Shall be what?
Destroyed.
No, it's gonna be. It's all right. You know, forgive and forget.
Be destroyed.
You're gonna be destroyed. Okay, so anybody who's against this Bible, anybody who's against the truth of this Bible, you must be destroyed. Who must be destroyed? You so-called white people must be destroyed.
That's right.
So all your crimes against humanity. When I say humanity, I'm talking about humanity, colored people. Okay, because you're not a human. Even so-called white man knows he's not a human. He's a. That's when they so-called landed on the moon. He said one saw step for mankind, kind of like a man. He's kind of like a man. He kind of looks like one, not really. He more looks more so like a vampire, right? But that's, you see that? So, what you got? Okay.
But he that feareth the commandment,
shall be rewarded.
Shall be rewarded.
Okay, those who fear the commandment shall be rewarded. Not those who despise the commandment. Not those who take the liberty that the Most High God gave us through His sending His Son to die on the cross. Not those who despise that, but those who take heed to the commandment, follow it, cherish it, and do it to the best of their abilities. Those are the ones who shall be rewarded. Give me Psalm 58:10. And who are going to be rewarded? The righteous shall be rewarded. Who is the righteous? You blacks, Hispanics, okay, starting with the 1/3 elect. We're going to be rewarded. Lord will be of that number. Read it.
In the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he sees the vengeance.
The righteous shall rejoice when he sees the vengeance. The vengeance of what? The vengeance of God falling upon God's enemies. Who's God's enemies? The Edomites, who you know today is the so-called white man. All right, all you so-called black people need to realize that the white man is not your friend. He's not your compadre. He's not your companion. He's not your comrade. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. He must be separated from, and he must be taken out of power.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So that a man shall say.
So that a man, all this is going to happen so that what? A man shall say.
Verily, there is a reward for the righteous.
There's a reward for the righteous. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. All right, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, start from the top. Our people got to understand the importance of this Bible. Go ahead.
This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 from the top. But the souls of the righteous.
The souls of the what?
Of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High.
Yeah, see, you kill the prophets, you persecuted the prophets, murdered some of them. You think, oh, I killed them, got away with it. What's the Most High doing?
What kind of music do y'all do?
Go ahead.
And there shall no torment touch them.
See, hold that. Give me Lamentations 3:63. All right? Hold that. We're going to go right back to it. But give me Lamentations 3:63. Go ahead, read that.
This book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 63. Behold, they're sitting down and they're rising up.
They're sitting down and they're rising up. Go ahead.
I am their music.
What?
I am their music.
So here, what kind of music do you like to listen to? Guess what kind of music I'm going to like to listen to? You so-called white people do whatever the hell I tell you to do. That's the kind of music I'm going to want to listen to. We're your music here, you're going to be our music. You're going to be our entertainment in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Right? So go back to Wisdom of Solomon, 3rd chapter.
This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
See, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die. The martyrs. Go ahead.
And their departure is taken for misery.
Their departure is taken for misery. Oh, they got killed. That's the same thing I thought you with Yahushua. Right? They killed him and thought, oh, he's not the son of God. That's why when the wicked ass Israelites, the wicked Jews, they said, well, if you're the son of God, why don't you save yourself? They were making fun of him. They were mocking him the same way they mock us today. Go ahead.
It says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction,
Uh-huh.
but they are in peace.
But they're in peace. Go ahead.
For though they be punished in the sight of men,
Though they be punished in the sight of men. Go ahead.
yet is their hopeful of immortality.
Why? Go ahead.
And having been a little chastised,
Having been a little chastised, because we understand when we come into this truth, we're going to be chastised. We're going to be hated by all men for Yahweh's name's sake. These are things we understand when we come into the truth. These things don't, it's not a coincidence, it's not something that's out of the ordinary. Right? It's not far-fetched. We know this is going to happen. Go ahead.
they shall be greatly rewarded.
They shall be greatly rewarded. Go ahead.
For the Most High proved them
Uh-huh.
and found them worthy for himself.
Uh-huh.
As gold in the furnace has he tried them and received them as a burnt offering.
Uh-huh.
And in the time of their visitation,
In the time of their visitation, go ahead, because we just got done reading what? That should remind you of Zechariah 13:9. And I'll bring the third part through the fire, it shall refine them as gold is refined. Because you're going to have martyrs, man. When you read Revelation 20, I believe it's 4 and 5, you're going to have people who die for the witness of Yahweh's sake. You're going to have martyrs. And people, guess what? That white boy that was saying he was going to come down here and kill people, we could be those martyrs. But we're going to praise the Most High that we're found worthy to suffer for Yahweh's name's sake. Okay, go ahead.
they shall shine and run to and fro.
We're going to shine and run to and fro. What's that? The elect getting that power. Okay, that's what's going to happen. These same so-called bags of Hispanics, when you look at as the vermin of the society, the bottom of the barrel, they're going to rise up and they're going to show power that you've never seen before. Go ahead.
Like sparks among the stubble.
Uh-huh.
They shall judge the nation.
They shall what?
Judge the nation.
They shall what?
Judge the nation.
So if God is this all-inclusive individual who loves everybody, why is he saying that there's going to be certain people who judge the nations? Go ahead.
And have dominion
Uh-huh.
over the people,
And have dominion over the people. Go ahead.
and their Lord shall reign forever.
Right, and the Lord shall reign forever. So let's read about that in the Bible. Give me Revelation 2. We don't believe in 17. You said what, King? Well, come back here, brother. Let me ask you something, right? But when you say Jesus, you mean this? You mean this person right here? You believe in this person? We don't believe in this person either. This is the devil that the Bible speaks about. Right. Y'all think this is the Messiah? This is not the Messiah. This is a man by the name of Caesar Borgia, son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. He was a child molester, right? He had sex with his sister. He was a murderer. So no, we don't believe in this image. This right here is the devil, man. Okay, this Jesus who you worship in the church, this is spit. This is nothing to us, man.
Right.
Okay, we step on this image. This is not the Messiah. Right? So go ahead.
Book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Because thou saidst, I am rich.
No, give me
Verse 21.
Uh-huh.
To him that overcometh
Uh-huh.
will I grant to sit with me in my throne,
Uh-huh.
even as I also overcame, and am set down with my Father in his throne.
That nigga got shooter written all over.
You saw the
Yeah, Revelation. That's not good job.
book of Revelation 2 and 26.
Yeah.
And he that overcometh,
He that overcometh, go ahead, those are the saved. Because contrary to popular belief, not every people aren't already saved. You got these Christians talking about I'm saved. The Bible says, he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Okay? How do you say this in the Spanish tongue? Jesus es negro. Okay? El blanco is the diablo.
Jesus.
Jesus es negro, not blanco. Blanco is the diablo. The white man is the devil, man.
That's right.
and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the
He's
nations.
gonna have what?
Power over the
So
nations.
there's gonna be Israelites, the elected one third gonna have power over the nations, the rest of the nations. Starting with you so-called white people, you East Indians, Japanese, Chinese. We're gonna have power over you, dominion over you, rulership over you. all
That's
right?
right.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
He's gonna rule them with a rod of iron. That don't sound like all love to me. Ruling someone with an iron fist, with a rod of iron. Go ahead.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
Shall they be what?
Broken to shivers.
These people are gonna be broken to shivers, broken in pieces. Go ahead.
It says, even as I received of my Father.
All right, so give me Psalm 2 and 7. Okay? Even as I have received of my Father. Referencing what? Psalm the 2nd chapter, man. Okay, and this must be emphasized. This image you see right here is not the Messiah. Our people got to stop going to church and worshiping this image. This person right here is not the Messiah.
Hey, yo, I don't mean to interrupt, but if you got a social security number, you're a statistic anyway, bro.
Okay.
So that race shit don't mean shit.
Okay, so what's your nationality?
I'm fucking European, bro.
Okay, so what country?
People are from like Spain and Italy.
Spain. So let me ask you something.
But I'm white though, bro. Like,
You're
you know what
white?
I'm saying? But that shit don't mean nothing. Like, you're a statistic to the system.
So it don't mean nothing. So it don't mean nothing to you, I'm sure, but you can't understand. It means something to me.
I do. I'm not saying anything. I'm just.
Well, you said it doesn't mean anything.
I'm listening.
Right? So let me ask you a question, right? You said we're all statistics. Who's more liable to become a statistic? You or me?
You work.
Huh? Yeah.
You work.
Yeah. No.
So you pay taxes, right?
Okay.
So you a statistic to the system.
Okay, but what does that mean though?
We all at the bottom, bro. Listen, 85% of the population is deaf, dumb, and blind.
Okay.
5% only see the truth, bro, but 10% learn the
You're white 5%.
Okay, yeah, the white 5%. The white 5%.
Anybody that's white, bro.
Okay, so who's the richest man on the planet?
You fucking know.
Okay, I do know. The person who owns Amazon, he's the richest person on the planet. Who's the second richest person on the planet?
Hear about that?
Bill Gates, he's another white man. Warren Buffett, the third richest person, another white man. You see, we talk about the 5%. He's trying to, because minority is often associated with what? Blacks and Hispanics. So the minority of the people run the world. Minority of the people who run the world are white people. White people make up almost all the billionaires. Guess how many black people there are in the top 10 richest people on the earth? 0. How about in the top 15? 0. 20. 0. 25. 0. You so-called white people run the planet Earth. So don't come up here trying to spew that, oh, we're all on the bottom together. BS, man.
White people. I was shit high as
Spaniard. Who the hell are you?
I'm
to come
listening
and
to you.
tell people of color about color not mattering. You can't put yourself in our shoes. You don't have our experience, so you can't.
I mean, I've been to prison, bro.
You've been to prison. Why'd you go to prison?
weed, guns, you name it.
Okay, you were selling coke, you were selling weed, you were selling guns.
Yeah, but I changed my life.
Okay, why was you doing that?
Because I was in the hood and I didn't know no other way.
Oh, you was in the hood and you didn't know no other way? So you couldn't go see your other family that had bread?
I was stupid.
No,
my family don't got money. My family don't got
So
money.
nobody in your family got money?
No, my family don't got money.
All that gold that y'all stole from Puerto Rico,
if they work
and y'all ain't got no money?
Listen, if my family has money, they work for it. I mean, it wasn't me.
You ever been pulled out your car, beat the shit out of because you didn't turn?
By the police? Why? Because you a criminal, right?
Right.
See, look, and guess what? Every single, but that's only because you're a criminal.
Right.
If we don't,
I'm not downing y'all.
Hold on, listen, but criminals will still get treated like criminals. You can be an honest working man and still get the same treatment as a white criminal. You deserved it, right? But I could just totally be an honest working man and I can still get pulled out of my car.
Beat the shit out of
them.
because I didn't put on a blanket when I was turning.
Hey, look, in front of my kid.
Don't get me wrong, but that's
So racism is not out the window.
it says blinded now, bro. We all is in the system.
Just because white people don't love other white people does not mean
right,
we're all in the
Bro,
same
I'd rather be
group.
around black people than white people.
I'm sure you would. Your people are cruel and unusual.
Right.
Of course you would.
You ever read the destruction of black civilization?
Of course I read the. I did that furthermore, of course.
Okay, so you wouldn't understand that. Black people, our own people were slaves.
Hold on. What did I got to do with you? What did I got to do with your ancestors? What they did to the Puerto Rican, what they did to the Cuban, what they did to the Dominican.
Right.
What they did to the Mexicans. You ever heard of Hernan Cortez? Okay, so what did Hernan Cortez do to Aztec? You see what I'm saying? So that's what your people specifically did.
Not my people. That ain't me though.
But you're Spanish though, right?
I'm a Spaniard.
Yeah, you're
I'm American.
Yeah, no, but you're a
born on this
Spaniard.
land.
Yeah,
Like the
and this is the
Indians.
most murderous. No, you're not born on this
I
land
was
like
born on this land like the
Indians.
Indians,
Because
bro.
the Indians,
That's why I
this
can file
is
for
their
sovereignty
land.
right now.
How
I
is
can
this
file
their
for
land?
I can file for sovereignty right now. I was born on this land, so I can file for sovereignty right now. Give my social security number. Right now.
What are we doing?
That's sovereignty.
I can get my SPC right now.
So why don't you have it?
I got too much. I work for the man.
Everybody who talk about that sovereignty shit, I laugh at because they always talk about what they could do.
Without
They
white
never talk
saying
about
that
what they're
black
doing.
spectrum.
Now, listen, no, damn all that. You want to coexist now because your people don't want to love you. So now I got to coexist with you because your people don't want to love you. Damn that.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
As soon as we are open-minded,
when the Spanish,
I'm trying to say, you judging me off of this, bro. You're not judging me off of this.
Listen, I'm judging you off of your people and your sins.
Fuck them.
No, that you're part of that. You can't say that ain't me. The same way Negroes now say that ain't me. I'm not like them niggas over there. Guess what? They still gonna get treated like it. They can try to disconnect themselves all they want.
Hey man, you should look at this Texas Penal Code. It's called 38.02. It states you don't have to identify yourself if you're not being lawfully detained or lawfully arrested.
What do that mean? What's that gonna help?
That don't mean shit.
Guess what? They're gonna shoot us anyway.
They're
gonna shoot us.
If you know the law, they gonna succumb to you.
Do you know who Botham Shimjon is? Do you know who that is? Botham Shimjon. You know who that is?
Yeah, you know who Gary Black
No. I'm asking you a question. Do you know who Botham Shimjon is? He's a black man who a white police officer walked into his house. He was minding his business, watching him, and killed him.
Right.
So guess what? Yeah, of course. But here's the thing. There's no penal code that's gonna stop that from happening. There's none. That was a cold-blooded homicide, and it didn't stop it. Hey, yo, you talking about?
Yo, if you read George Washington's rights, bro, when he says, right, he says that
George Washington with a teeth full of slaves' teeth, with a mouth full of slaves' teeth.
Right. They shot a 12-year-old for having a BB gun.
That's what?
Yeah, that's horrible. And there's nothing you're talking about that can stop that or negate that or like. So what are you talking?
That's Babylon, though, bro. That's not me. That's
They shot a 12-year-old for carrying a black boy for carrying a BB gun.
But go ahead, Mach.
I'm gonna read the system.
I'm sorry, verse 8. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain, burning with fire, was cast into the sea.
That's right. When you deal with mountains in the scriptures, that's referencing to governments and kingdoms. It says a mountain burning with great fire went into the sea. That's the Spanish Empire, right? Read on.
And the third part of the sea.
And what?
And the third part of the sea.
The third part of the sea, that's dealing with the Spanish Armada. A third part of the ships in the Spanish Armada, read.
Became blood.
They were destroyed. A third part, right? Read on.
Verse 9. And a third.
No, Salakia, a third part of the sea. Read that again. Salakia, jump into that. It's going to say a third part of the ship. Read it again.
Verse 8. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain, burning with fire, was cast into the sea.
That's Spain. Read on.
And the third part of the sea became blood.
Because that's the Spanish conquest going around all the islands, namely the Isle of Puerto Rico, all right, the Isle of Hispaniola, etc., Cuba, all of that. They went there and they began to murder. That's how the third part of the sea became the blood. Whose blood was that? The blood of the northern kingdom tribes of the nation of Israel, starting in 1492 with Christopher Columbus. Read.
Verse 9. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life.
That's our people. Read.
Died.
Our people. Read on.
And the third part of the ships.
They came here and murdered 1/3 of our people that was over here. Read on.
And the third part of the ships.
And the third part of what?
The ships.
A third part of the ships, read on.
Were destroyed.
A third part of what?
Of the ships were destroyed.
A third part of the ships were destroyed. If you look into something called the Spanish Armada, what you'll come to find out is a third part of the ships were destroyed. Now, 1,500 years before the Spanish Armada ever happened, the Bible had it in prophecy that it was going to happen exactly how history has documented it, that 1/3 of the ships in the Spanish Armada would be destroyed. Right? So this is how we know the truth. And that's the sins of this dude's people. But because his people don't care about him, you have all of the poor white trash, and what they want to do is act like they're on the bottom. You know what, we with y'all now. But guess what? If you had the white privilege card, anytime you have the white privilege card, what are you going to do? You're going to swipe it. You're going to take advantage of it, man. Let's be real here, man. That's what's going to happen.
Fuck the white man.
Yeah, that's right.
God damn it.
You see that? The white man was saying, give me something.
Hold on. This is Matthew 12:26. And if Satan cast out Satan,
that's right.
He is divided against himself.
There we go. But this is how we know their kingdom is getting ready to fall. Because Satan is divided against Satan. He's casting out Satan. That's what's going on. White people are not being in unison now. You have the white trash out here that's like, look, nah, we ain't with them. Hey, that's great. You got like the Nazis, they want to demonize the Jews. Right. We need to come against the Zionists. Nah, all of y'all the damn devil together, man. Let's be real here. All right? These same, you know what the poor white man, let me ask you something. You know what poor white people were doing 300 years ago? Being overseers. Yeah. You might not have owned the slaves, but then you were the one overseeing the slaves. Right. You were the one actually whipping the damn slaves.
When the Irish came to New York City,
no,
right, they
are you Irish?
No, I'm not Irish.
No, you're not Irish.
But they're white though. They come from Caucasian descent.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
So when they came there,
let me ask you a question. Okay, we're Italians too?
Yes, to a certain extent.
Oh, now listen. Now who runs the NYPD that's stopping and frisking, brutalizing, and murdering? No. The primary NYPD officer was an Irish American and Italian American. So I don't want to hear anything about their plight when they're the main people that's out there murdering people and brutalizing people. That don't even make no sense.
Don't make sense.
You see what I'm saying?
Don't make sense.
And on top of that, they weren't really treated like slaves. They was known as indentured servants.
And the five
That's
boys thought it was a slum.
yeah, okay.
That's where they
The five was a slum,
ghetto.
and you had the gangs in New York, etc. All of that, right? We know about that. But how did they have to get there? Because the Seneca Indians that were indigenous to the Isle of Manhattan had to get murdered and wiped out in order for that to
Well, the
happen.
Dutch did that first.
Of course, because that's where you get New York, Harlem, all those names
New
are Dutch.
Amsterdam,
Yeah, New Amsterdam, all that is Dutch, all that is Dutch names.
Right.
Have you ever heard of this dude? He was a white guy. His name was John Brown.
Of course I've heard of John Brown.
Okay.
All right, so he was an abolitionist. What is that?
Okay.
So we have to understand.
What happened with John Brown?
Hold on, because abolition was profitable. That's why white people wanted
But he
to
didn't
do
do it for the
abolition.
money, though.
How do you know that?
Come on, man.
You
You got
have a
murked his
story.
own people turned against him.
Listen, and that's fine.
That's
but abolition is profitable for white people. That's why.
War is profitable for everybody.
Of course. Well, name me a war that's been profitable for black and Hispanic people. I'll wait. I just want one profitable war for us. Can you tell me? No.
Sorry.
The war on drugs is not profitable for us. No.
Hey, yo, you ever hear of
Gary
Gary Webb? You ever hear this man named Gary Webb?
Webb? No, they
He's
got
a
a Gary Webb.
whistleblower. He blew up in the CIA, the Black Project, at the fucking, the Panama Connect, that the CIA was bringing him cocaine, yada, yada, yada. You ever hear of Gary
Cool
Webb?
down.
Look Gary Webb up. He was a white man. He blew this
What
shit
part
right
of New
over.
York are you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
You from uptown, right? What part of uptown? Excuse us. What part of uptown you from?
I'm from Kruger. On Kruger Avenue. You ever hear of Kruger Avenue?
never heard
off of White Plains Road.
Off of White Plains. So that's at the end of the Bronx, correct?
I'm uptown. I'm from uptown.
But you like at the
I'm
towards the
in
end.
the hood.
Well, I'm not saying you. I know about the whole Bronx is the hood. All right, I understand that. But I'm saying like you towards the end, like going towards more like Yonkers.
Yeah, going towards like Connecticut.
Okay, yeah. I understand. I'm familiar. I go to New York. Oh, precept.
This book Ecclesiastes.
I love
chapter
Ecclesiastes.
4,
I was
verse
just thinking
14.
that. I love that book.
For you. For out of prison he cometh to reign. Whereas also he that is poor in his kingdom, also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor.
Exactly. You born in your kingdom and you become poor.
Yeah,
but out of
being-
prison, this is prison for us. Out of prison, we come in the reign. We gonna be controlling like this next world to come here. All right. Which the next world is not. You're gonna create a new earth. Nigga, everybody gonna get on a spaceship, go to a new earth. No, there's gonna be something called what you call a revolution or an uprising in this earth, and there's gonna have to be a change in the guard, a change in the power, a system and structure of this earth. There's no way that this earth can continue under the white man, because take a look at everything that y'all doing. You see what I'm saying? There's a white boy that want to come out here tonight and shoot up this whole street. The police have been showing us a picture. You see what I'm saying? Well, I hope so. And you know what? Hey, we volunteer you. We volunteer you to stop him.
I'm gonna cry wolf when I'm laying dead in this bitch.
Dallas, Texas, baby.
Excuse us. Everybody just want to get drunk, act silly, and you know what? But it's but that's the thing, because you know you ain't got a care in the world. You see what I'm saying? So everything is funny. You know? That's true. Right, and hey, listen, you need to go cash in your white privilege and get you some money.
I don't want my white privilege, man. I don't want that shit. That shit is a lie. That shit is a facade. You feel me?
No, it's real. It's real.
It is.
White people don't really have privilege, but you do have privilege. It's real as long as this system stands, but it's not real like
So the
as
system
far
is
as
designed to keep the black man down. That's what you're saying.
Oh, so is it not?
Go get a job and save your money, bro.
Oh, hold on. Did I say I was broken, poor, and homeless?
I'm not saying that.
Do I say I don't save money? But we're talking about
Money
people.
makes the-
Hold on.
Okay.
People. This people group is designed. Do you know who the poorest people in this country are?
White people.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible.
white people?
White people?
White people.
No. So, listen, Central Americans, Black, and other Latino and indigenous people. Those are the poorest people by
This is America.
percentage.
You save your money, could be anything in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. It's the America. So why the hell ain't you save your money?
I got a fucking Benz up the street. Want me to ride it past it?
What that mean? What year is it been? Having a Benz
Nah, I know.
don't
I
equal
feel
money.
it's an old.
It's old too. You see what I'm saying? What you pay? 5 for that? You know
I
what
pay like
I'm saying?
7.
You pay like 7. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. It's all
I'm
right.
keeping it cheap.
No, that's real.
Yeah, you keep doing Shit's clean though. It ain't what you pay. It's how you keep it clean.
No, you're right.
This
You're
is
right.
Sicarii 41 and
That's just a
7.
V8,
The
bro.
children
That's
will
just a
complain of an ungodly father.
See, look, you complaining of an ungodly. You said, man,
I
them
don't want
you
materialism
said them white
bullshit.
people at the old time. To hell with them white people, right? He said, the children shall complain of an ungodly father, right?
Because they shall be reproached for his sake.
Because we talking about you for the sins of your foreparents.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You now they complaining of an ungodly father.
Yeah.
Right? Other precepts? Go ahead, so.
Beat that dude up.
Yeah, come.
This
I want
Iraq.
him to take the shooter out, man. Go ahead.
This Iraq 21 and 27. One of the ungodly curses Satan. He curses his own soul.
That's right. So you gonna go against him, and that's fine. But understand, you going against your own people, you cursing your own soul, man. That's all that is. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Con, yeah, you see that? Let's get up for a powerful priest, man. All right. Go back to Matthew 12. Okay, this place is divided against itself.
Yo, man, y'all have a blessed night.
We don't, it's all right. No, we don't shake hands. Too many terms out here.
All right, yo, bless up, yo. Have a blessed night.
All right. So we, you know, the same way that they put the black Hispanic man in the front lines to get murdered, I expect that devil. If that Kirk comes here on BS, I expect him to take a bullet, 3 bullets. He's ready to take the whole clip.
Racist. Hey, prove you ain't racist.
Prove you ain't racist. Prove you ain't racist, challenge for all you so-called white people. All right. I want you to. If y'all really ain't racist, if that devil comes up here, you need to take some lead, man.
Be a sacrifice.
Right. Go ahead.
Hey, so we can get behind the car, man.
Yeah. This book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts.
Read it verbatim.
Okay, and Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. What kingdom is more divided in this earth than America? Democrats divided against Republicans. Rich white people divided against white trash. Go ahead.
And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
So guess what? America won't stand for much longer. America's destruction is on the horizon.
That's right.
It is nigh. Go ahead.
And if Satan cast out Satan,
If Satan cast out Satan, if that dude comes here, I beat him up. Go ahead.
he is divided against himself.
He's divided against himself, and all praise to the Most High that you're gonna have devils like that. That's gonna try to take out some of their own.
Right.
That's a good thing on the earth. That's a beautiful thing. Bring more of them. Okay. I want more white people to die. Okay. For any reason, really. It don't have to be just protecting
Well, like the brother who punched that devil to death.
All right. I don't even know about that, but all praises.
Nah, yeah. So what happened is, you had a FedEx driver in Portland. It was in Portland.
No, I seen about that. I seen that. He punched this white. Give me Matthew 5. Matter of fact, give me Genesis 25. One push I was showing you the other. Right? Where I come from, Northwest. Had a brother. Right? I believe what happened is a white FedEx driver punched his brother in the face.
No. He called him a nigger and he threw a drink at him and threw some food at him.
Oh, okay, right. Called him a racial slur, threw things at him. So Jake hit him once. Boom, probably clapped him in the chin. And
No, hit him in the left eye.
hit him in the left eye. And where is he at? Well, I seen a meme on Facebook. You know what that's called? Send him to the spirit world. First day shipping. First day shipping. That's Jake, because we're stronger than the heathen. We're stronger than so-called white men.
Come on, you guys keep speaking.
Give me Genesis 25. We're stronger than the so-called white men. Black people are stronger than white people. Everybody knows that. You see that? All people just know that. Our people know that. Right on cue. It's not a mystery. How about if I were to ask, hey, excuse me, who do you think are stronger? Who do you think are more athletic, white people or black people? White people are more athletic.
I ain't gonna lie, that was great.
Yo, what you
Nah. Hey, even I don't.
Hey, you do it. I'm playing, brother. No, I want you to go to jail. Go ahead. Been done? Oh, go ahead.
This book of Genesis,
right now,
chapter
black
20.
people, I'm dealing with
Yeah, get done,
NFL, basketball.
Restart. Say it again.
There can be black people. There you go.
Uh-huh.
There can be more
Y'all
athletic
got
white
tennis,
people.
y'all got golf.
Hey, let's bring the bell up.
Right? Which is funny because you white people don't even have golf anymore. We got Tiger Woods.
They ain't got tennis. They ain't got country music.
They don't even have country.
Hey, they ain't even got hockey no more. Genesis chapter 25, 23. And Yahweh said to her, two nations are in thy womb.
Two peoples are in your womb. Go ahead.
And two manner of people.
Two manner of people. two distinct type of people
shall be separated from thy bowels.
shall be separated from thy bowels. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
The one people shall be stronger than the other people. That's how the Americans, look how divided against themselves. I thought there was just some pride that we had. He knows it, man. He knows he's inferior. He knows he can't hang with us. Look at it. Nah, just kidding. Like, that's just such a lie to even come up here and say, oh yeah, we're stronger. Only an idiot would actually convince himself that white people are stronger than us. Name me some white heavyweight champions. Who? Rocky Marciano? Tyson Fury? He's about to get his ass whooped, man. Okay? What you got?
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Who's the elder? Jacob. Who's Jacob, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans forefather? Right? So guess what? The elder, or sorry, the elder Esau is going to serve Jacob. Who's Jacob, you so-called black, Hispanics, Native Americans?
Remember when Bernays the Burn was finna box that white boy in Russia for the title?
Right.
When he had the title, the white boy got caught juicing.
Right? So because you so-called white people, you have to cheat in order to win. You're a bunch of cowards.
That's
okay?
right.
You're a race of cowards. You're a race of thieves. Because there's no honor amongst thieves. So give me Psalm 7:38. Okay? Because what have they done? What has the so-called white man done? Matter of fact, hold you guys. Give me Psalm 35:12. What do they do? When the so-called when the so-called Native Americans was really the tribe of Gad according to the Bible, when they were using bows and arrows, when they were throwing spears, they were beating so-called white people using Gatling guns in certain battles. Now, overall, they lost the war for now, right? But the so-called white man, he couldn't even go toe-to-toe with Native Americans. He couldn't go toe-to-toe with Mexicans. He had to use a gun because he's a coward.
Yeah.
He couldn't. Imagine what would have happened if these Europeans came to the shores of America with just their fists. It'd have been real quick. So get what you got.
Find this book of Psalms, chapter 35, verse 12. They rewarded me evil for good.
They did what?
Rewarded me evil for good.
That's what the so-called white man rewarded with the Native American man. Evil for good. Because what happened when the so-called white man got here? He had to get taught how to survive off the land.
Right.
He had to get taught agriculture. You so-called white people had to get taught how to take a damn bath.
Right.
White people are so unsanitary, they didn't even know how to bathe properly. Go ahead.
To the spoiling of my soul.
Verse
13. But as for me,
yeah, keep going, keep going.
But as for me, when they were sick,
when so-called white people were sick, go ahead.
My clothing was sackcloth. I humble my soul with fasting, and my prayer returns into my own bosom.
Right, so our people would feel, whatever the so-called white man was doing down when he was in the lower state, our people would feel bad for him, try to help him on sackcloth, mourn for him. Go ahead.
I behaved myself as though he had been my friend.
Read it again.
I behaved myself as though he had been my friend.
That's how our people, blacks and Hispanics, how we treat white people. We treat white people like they're our friends. Go ahead.
Says, I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother.
That's how we treated white people, like they're our friends or brothers. That's how we treated you Indians. That's how we treated you Iraqis, Afghans, like you're our brother. You're not our brother. You're the heathen. You're going. You're disgusting. Okay?
That's right.
Go ahead.
I bowed down heavily as one that mourneth.
But guess what's going to happen? You so-called white people, you're going to bow down, man.
That's right.
We're going to bow down to those who are greater than you, blacks and Hispanics. Yes, I said that God is going to make you so-called white people bow down. You see, he didn't even know what the hell to think. This nigga says, we're going to bow down, nigga. Go ahead.
As one that mourneth for his mother. But in my adversity.
But in my what?
But in my adversity.
But in my adversity, go ahead.
They rejoiced.
They rejoice. See, when the so-called white man, when he's in the lowest state, we are there for him to try to take care of him. What is he talking about?
Yeah, he's the devil over here fidgeting, being all fidgety and stuff.
He's a devil, right? But I love to see, all praise to the Most High. I love to see the so-called white people in the lowest state. Let's give the Most High a hand.
Right.
Put the camera on this devil. All praise to the Most High. Give me Revelation 3:9.
You're talking about my people. Hold on. You can't tell me my people. Because I'm not that person.
Give me Job, hold on. Give me Job 21:19. Hey, excuse me, do you want to have a dialogue?
No.
No? Why? Why not? Another one. Do you have anything better?
I'm not filmed. Come on. You just
where are you going to stick tonight?
It's in you. It's in your genetic DNA. You're just like.
That's right.
You're telling me I'm something that I'm not.
What are you?
Deep down inside, you
hey,
are.
Real quick,
you
brother.
want to call me a nigger so bad that you hold me in.
Why do I feel the need to say that word?
Because y'all always do. Every time y'all get in the house or the box or whatever y'all in, That's the first thing that come out y'all mouth every time y'all walk past a bunch of black people for the day.
So hold on, you're telling me that because I'm a white boy, that there's
whatever you about to say, yes.
I know this. But why are y'all calling me white?
Because
why are y'all
for thousands of years.
I ain't do shit.
For thousands of years, it wasn't just you. It's your people for thousands of years that the
So
slave
that's my
tribes was
people. That's my people for thousands of years.
Yeah, real quick, brother. Hey, brother. Excuse me. What's your name? Hey, what's your name? Hey, Woody Allen. What's your name? What's your name? Woody Allen. Right? You see that? He said, that's my people. That's thousands of years. Give me Job 21:19. That's not my people. That was everybody there. That wasn't me.
This book of Job 21:19. God laid up his iniquity.
God lays up his iniquity for who?
For his children.
For what?
For his children.
For this Woody Allen wannabe right here in the streets, man. Brian, I don't know what the hell you call that, right? Read it again. Like,
God laid up his iniquity for his children.
So you have to pay for the sins of your ancestors, man, because you directly benefit from it.
No, I fucking don't. You know why? Because I didn't have a goddamn thing to do with it.
Oh, really?
Well, we didn't have a
why are you in Dallas, Texas? How did you get here? Hey, real quick, excuse me, brother. How did you get to Dallas, Texas, Woody Allen? Right? You see that?
You made some car for
Sicarii 41. He said, I don't have nothing to do with it. So how the hell did you get your white ass, your pale ass to Dallas, Texas? Because millions of Native Americans had to die for you to get to Dallas, Texas, man. So you do directly benefit from it. You crackers got some nerve, man. Give me start from the top. Start at 5. Yeah, 5.
This book of Sicarii, chapter 41, verse 5. The children of sinners.
The children of sinners, out back there 1,000 years ago. Go ahead.
Are abominable children.
So he's an abomination. He's an abominable child. Go ahead.
And they that are conversion and the dwelling of the ungodly.
Right, and our people need to separate from the so-called white man. Sisters need to get the hell away from the white man.
That's right.
Black man needs to separate from the white woman. Go ahead.
It says the inheritance of sinners, children shall perish.
They shall what?
Perish.
So what's going to perish? America's going to perish. Go ahead.
And their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach.
And what? America will be a perpetual desolation, thus saith the Most High God. Okay, with that, I'm going to pass it off to the next speaker. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashim al-Shai. Say shalom.
Alright, shalom.
What's up? Get over.
Call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Preach the Zohar out of the rock, man. And like the brother was saying, man, this devil's got to pay.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're going to shift the focus to our people. This is about our people. As soon as our people repent and come back to these law, statutes, commandments, it's going to get better for us. So the first precept I want king is James 4:4. Because God had fellowship with this world. Scripture says a carnal mind is enmity with the Most High.
This book of James, chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High.
So if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of the Most High. All these people who walk by, the black, Hispanic, Native Americans, you're an enemy of the Most High until you repent. The difference between us is we want to repent and constantly repent and constantly want to change our ways. The difference between you keep walking and scoffing. You adulterers and you adulterers. That's another one sin that Israel got today. Got people in the truth commit adultery outside of truth. You want to sleep with another man's wife? Hey man, the Most High destroy your life. That's right. Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6.
Book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, that acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Read that again.
Back in Romans, chapter 12, and verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, that acceptable and perfect will.
So be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Psalm 19:7. Psalm 19:7. Be not transformed to this world, but be by the renewing of your mind.
Look at Psalms. Chapter 19. Verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
So it's the Torah that converts the soul. That's how you be converted. For people to be civilized, you need laws. That's why America has laws, but they don't keep it. They want to keep they want to make these laws, but be wicked. Give me Psalm 119, 142. The law, what's that? It says the Torah is in. Bring that out, man. Pull out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142. It says that righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Thy law is the truth. This is how we be converted, through the truth. We get the truth, and now we're going to teach others. That's how we do it. It's a simple process. Give me Proverbs 28:4. Got all these wicked spirits out here. They can live free. They say something got something called free will, right? Free will. Meaning what? I can live how I want to live. Look, YOLO. But that's incorrect. You got a precept? Go ahead, look it up.
It is Proverbs 28:4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them.
So those that forsake the law praise the wicked. You're uplifting this society, you're keeping this society going by staying in wickedness. That's what the history of Maxine is all about. They understand the separation from these people. People in the civilized keeping of the Torah. We're trying to get these people, 12 tribes.
Hey, you got an extra cigarette, bro?
12 tribes of the nation to wake up. Because this is who it's for. This is who it's for.
That's right.
It's not for any other nation. Give me Revelation 11:8. Revelation 11:8. We got all these damn homosexuals out here as well. We're going to cut all that spirit.
You got to cut it.
But I show my shit, I go shot. And that's to all these white people.
That's right. That's right. It's the book of Revelation. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
How was our Lord crucified? The bloodshed of the black and American. Because we represent it. Because we made it in the image of the Most High.
Book of Revelation, chapter 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets.
Oh, dead bodies right here in the street right now. Black in the process. Go ahead.
Of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
So where our Lord was crucified, right here. Through the four corners, where the bloodshed of black Hispanic is lying right now. Give me that precept of who can you get for no? Did he predestinate? I'm talking about Romans 8:29. What?
Book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
So it's not meant for every black Hispanic that American to come into the truth, because some are predestinated to fall, some are predestinated to come in. That's why those who come to the truth, you don't neglect it, man. You don't neglect the chance. Not everybody's going to get this opportunity. So why commit adultery? Why be idolater? Why steal? You know what I'm saying? You got to be converted in the spirit. Read that again, man.
Back in Romans 8 verse 29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
That he may be the firstborn among many brethren. That's how we get in the image of Yahweh Shai, right? For the world calls Christ. We walk in his way. He led a perfect example. Give me Matthew, I think it's Matthew 11:23. Matthew 11:23.
This book of Matthew.
Okay, give me James 1:22. James 1:22. Because we gotta be doers of the word and not just hearers only.
This book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
So a lot of guys in this truth deceive themselves. But they're hearing the word, they know the truth, but they're still being wicked. And that's a double slap in the face to the Most High. Because he didn't have to wake you up. I'm talking to the brothers who are in camp and out of camps who know themselves to be Israel and still being wicked. We read in Proverbs that he ain't hearing the prayer of those who forsake the Torah, man. Give me Hebrews 10. Hebrews 10.
This book of Hebrews, chapter
27.
This book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
There's no more sacrifice for sins. So all these guys who like to commit adultery and steal from each other, hey, you ain't got no more sacrifice for your sins. Right. You know better, man. And the ones we are taught, in Christianity, we have been taught to keep the first 10, the 10 commandments. Those are the hardest things to keep. Because they deal with your morality. Give me Yahweh Shai. Give me Matthew 22. Matthew 22. And that's to be fact.
Right. That's right.
Leviticus 20:30.
Bring that up,
man.
Right.
Sick of sodomites, man.
That's right.
And they try to poison Haiti with, oh, you better accept homosexuality.
No.
We ain't
folded, man.
Right.
Where did drop that stack of fold, man?
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. So all homosexuals, we're going to put to death.
That's right.
We take the Most High for it.
That's right.
Give me
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 18. Verse 22, it says, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination.
Who has trained the truth of the Most High to lie? Give me that Romans 20:25. Bring that out, man. Bring that out. Because now they're going to try to teach and put their speakers over the prophets. This is like the word of the Most High. We got something called the feminine word that brothers are bringing out. We're no longer going to hear this word. Your change is going to run out. But remember, you heard this. You heard it firsthand. Yes, sister, this is for you. No, it's not. No, it's not.
This book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Continue.
For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affections.
That's the spirit that's in the there. Vile affections. They passed homosexuality, and now they're going to pass pedophilia. Right. But basically the same thing. Basically, it's all one spirit. Go ahead.
For even their women did change the natural use to that which is against nature. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another.
Burned in their lust. Because once again, a carnal mind is enmity with the Most High. That's why you gotta be converted. Like the woman said, it's all come full circle. From Genesis to Revelation. Go ahead.
Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was me. And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind. To do those things which are not convenient, but filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliceness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of the Most High.
Haters of the Most High. That's the spirit we got here. Haters of the Most High. And it mentioned a lot. We got something called envy, right? Envy is your brother. Hey, they get certain we in this truth, and now they want to hate. They want to come against the brotherhood. Go ahead.
These spiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, and placeable, unmerciful, who know the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
Hey, that's why in the back of the black and Hispanic and Native American mind, they know homosexuality is against me.
That's right.
They know that. That's why when I come to America, the so-called Haitian, they'll come to America, they see homosexuality, they want to put it to death.
Right.
That's not normal in Haiti. We stole motherfuckers.
That's right, Doc.
That's that, man. That's why I said, that's why the scripture said, the daughter of a priest shall be burned alive, man.
That's right, Doc.
We don't deal with no damn whoredom. Bring that out, man. Leviticus 19, I believe, 27. Bring that up. The daughter of the priest. We don't play with whoredom, man, because the whole land will fall into whoredom. Fall into, let's say, Hosea.
That's what's happening now.
Yeah.
Come. Whoredom pollutes the land. Yo, I can stand 1927, Leviticus 1927, the priest's daughters. I got it.
It's 23 and 17? No. It's right. It's like right at 19. You're right. It's 19.
1927?
No, it's before that.
21. This is Leviticus 21, verse 7. They shall not take a wife that is a whore.
No.
That's
Or
not it.
That's became.
Hey, go ahead and read that. Read that.
or profane. Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto the Most High.
God, so the priests are holy unto the Most High. That's why we stand apart. That's what we call loyal. You know what I'm saying? Loyal to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You remember the sons of Phineas. You know what I'm saying? We had to kill all
21
the
and 9.
tribes.
21 and 9.
21 and 9.
Jump to verse 9. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father, she shall be burnt with fire.
That's right. So you burn with fire, man. A whore is the daughter of a priest, man.
Right.
That's the spirit we're going to get in, man. We ain't going to do it now. But when Mashiach Yahushua comes, that's for everything, man.
That's right.
Nothing bland.
Jesús es
America will be
negro,
a
no
desert.
blanco.
You black and Hispanics didn't wake up.
Now, this book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor sodomite of the sons of Israel.
There you go. Once again, reiterating. No whore of the daughters of Israel, no sodomite of the sons of Israel. It's plain and simple. You gotta kill a cancer before it spreads. Those are cancerous things. Those are things that are profane. Those things are outside of the temple. Once again, the law of the Lord is perfect. Converting the soul. Where to convert the black and Hispanic. You gotta take heed to this word. Go back to Matthew 22. Now we're gonna get Yahushua. Come on. 22. 36. Let's get Yahweh Shai, because I was mentioning earlier the moral laws is the hardest commandment to keep. Because then with your morality, everything else is easy. The fringes, the beard, that's easy. So you deal with your outside appearance. But if you really converted in the inside, let's see.
Right. This book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahweh said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So pause real quick. Go to the love of the Most High. What is the love of the Most High? We're going to start with that first. Real quick. Then we're going to go to the second commandment. Second great commandment. So we understand loving the Most High with the mind, body, and soul. Got it? Go ahead.
This is book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
So his commandments are not grievous, which means what? It shouldn't be a burden for you to keep. It said the fringes is easy, the beard is easy. You know what I'm saying? Everything, the hardest one to keep is deal with immorality. That's why I said, those who commit adultery, hey, the Most High destroy you. Yeah. I go back to Matthew 22, over the shop.
Back in Matthew chapter 22, and verse 39. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. That's what we're doing now, by correcting the sins of Israel. Give me Proverbs 27:5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Because we're rebuking the wickedness of our people to compel them to come in. That's what we're commanded to do in Matthew. It tells us, go ye out into the highways and byways and bid our people to come in. So that's what we're doing right now. Go ahead.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Open rebuke is better than secret love. That's what we're doing. Open rebuke. And death to Babylon, man.
That's right.
Death to Babylon.
That's right.
Because this spirit is all over America. That's why you got something called colonialism, right? Esau comes into every country and poisons that Western mind. Now you got these Israelite women going to court for this child support. In what world are we? Babylon the Great. The land of confusion.
That's right.
Go back to Matthew 22.
Back in Matthew 22, verse 40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
On these two commandments hang the law and the prophets. Loving Yahweh with our mind, body, and soul, and loving our neighbor as ourselves. By correcting the sins of our people and teaching them to come back to the law and statutes commandments. And with that, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And call me Yahshua.
Oh, yes,